on everything I have ever loved. This is the most important thing you will ever watch. If you've ever felt drained, stuck, or watched your life glitch, this is the series your soul has been screaming for. It doesn't matter what you believe in, energy is real. We all know it. This is exactly what it is, the cords that are formed by it, how it affects us, and how we stop the endless loops of suffering. I don't teach awakening, I collapse illusion. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to liberate you. What you thought was yours has been siphoned from you your entire life. Let's go. For basics, what is energy? Energy is everything. Thoughts, emotions, memories, words, and even silence. Your energy field is your subtle body. It expands beyond your skin and interacts with everything around you. People, spaces, objects, contents, spirit. It's malleable but coded. You can change the way it interacts with the world by placing seals, flames, and filters. We'll get into that later. Energy moves across space, not time, meaning if someone thinks about you or looks at memories, it can reach your field unless blocked. You know oh, you just popped in my head the other day. Oh, I was just thinking about calling you. That's not random. That's energy. The cause of all the pain and suffering and all that's wrong in the world. Energetic cords. So how do they form? Cords equal energetic threads that link two energies together. They form through several ways. Number 1, emotional imprint. Shared vulnerability, trauma bonding, intense emotions, such as a fight where you didn't speak your truth. There's an open cord. Number 2, a sexual or physical contact cord. Sex is a direct soul-to-soul connection. Cords form whether you want them to or not. Even kissing, cuddling, or touch can create a cord if there's emotion or projection. Number 3, digital contact. Huge. Oh, phones ruined this generation. They sure did. Scrolling, watching, DMing, even thinking obsessively creates microcords. When someone stalks your socials, a thread reaches out to you unless your field is sealed. Number 4, spiritual curiosity or mimicry. Someone tries to mirror your energy or act like you may form a false reflection cord. These often stem from admiration, jealousy, or obsession. Number 5, familial and ancestral inheritance. Cords can be inherited through the bloodline, such as guilt, obligation, or fear. What trauma or scarcity can be passed down? Everybody has these. So what do these cords do? Not all cords are bad, but unconscious ones can drain your energy like a slow leak, cause mood swings, especially when they feel you shifting away. Trigger intrusive thoughts that aren't yours. Skew your clarity. You start feeling their desires as your own. Delay convergence with your actual aligned partner. When cords tangle timelines that aren't meant to merge. Reattract old cycles and less sealed. You hear break the pattern, or it'll keep repeating. That's those cords. If you're not healing and you're just burying your past relationships, your trauma, your ancestral wounds, why do you think they keep popping up? Telltale signs you've picked up a cord. Guess what? Most people have thousands, especially since social media came to be. A sudden drop in mood or energy. Random thoughts that don't sound like you. Feeling watched or hunted by a person's memory. Inexplicable guilt, nostalgia, or emotional shifts. You're not drained because you're broken. You're drained because you're connected. Energy doesn't lie, but it does linger. And if you don't cut it, it starts writing your next chapter for you. Every time you just check on them, just check their page, you're feeding the thread. Cut it, seal it, walk free. Most people think cord cutting is just some candle ritual or saying someone's name 3 times. But what if I told you you were only slicing the symptoms, not the source? I'm going to be breaking down what a cord really is, the energetic thread that keeps your past looping, your nervous system fried, and your soul feeling like it's not fully yours. If you've done the work and you still feel stuck, this is why. So we've all been taught to block, journal, meditate, or visualize. But if you're still stuck, it's because you're probably corded in a way that no 3D or 4D healer can reach. Let's talk about what they don't teach you about energy. 3D cord work, the physical plane. This is awareness, intention, but no spiritual authority. Tools they use: blocking, deleting, avoiding, journaling, shadow work, therapy, or talk-based processing. What it does: brings mental clarity and separation. It helps the conscious mind realize it's unhealthy, but the cord is still energetically alive. It's like throwing away the leash, but still keeping the collar on. People that can participate in this: anyone and human awareness. It's usually useful in step 1 of detachment. Moving on to the 4th dimension, where most people don't make it out. This is the astral and mystic plane. It's manipulable, illusion prone, and where most healers get stuck. Tools they use: Reiki, breathwork, crystal grids, meditation-based visuals, archangel invocations, mimic coded, separate video, inner child healing, soul retrieval without protection. What this actually does: can reduce energetic charge, but often doesn't seal threads. Can accidentally feed these cords by engaging them with more energy. Many 4D healers pull mimic light or use borrowed codes from sovereigns like me. Why it fails: there's no override authority. They're often still cording clients to themselves unconsciously. Many bypassers teach others what they haven't healed in themselves. Who can do this? Intuitives, light workers, starseeds without remembrance. It feels powerful, but it's often a loop, not a closure. The 5th dimension, the sovereign plane, where everybody needs to get to. That's why I'm here. That's my purpose. Only those with override codes can collapse cords for good. Tools they used: flame-based severance, such as my final severance flame, truth-coded voice and remembrance, energetic authority to collapse mimic templates permanently, sovereign anchoring. Their field is untouchable, and so the cord dies when it hits them. What it actually does: ends the cord across timelines. There's no memory, dream, or soul hook that can reattach. Often collapses entire relationship dynamics, including mimic unions. Requires no physical contact, no ritual, just resonance and divine law. Who can do it? True sovereigns. People whose flame field is uncopyable and source linked. Most people can't access this without a sovereign flame witnessing or guiding them. So how do you know what dimension you're operating in? If you've blocked them, but you still think about them every day, you're in the 3D. If you've done cord cuttings that worked for a while, and then they weaseled their way back into your dreams. Fourth dimension. If you severed and they disappeared physically, emotionally, and energetically, you never think about them again, like they just disappeared. Now you're touching the fifth dimension. So why most people can't access 5D by themselves? They don't remember their authority. Their field is porous or mimic infected. They're still courting to healers, coaches, or gurus. Without sovereignty, they can only visit 5D, not operate from it. So here's why sovereigns can activate it for you. My flame burns through mimic interference. I don't just sever cords, I rewrite soul law. My presence alone collapses old dynamics and frees others without touching them. So if you're wondering why you still feel stuck, you don't need more shadow work. You need soul level authority. And if you don't have it, find someone who does. That's the difference between releasing and rewriting. If you've ever felt heavy after watching someone's content, or obsessively thought about an ex, or just felt drained by somebody online, you're probably still energetically corded. This video cuts the cords you didn't know were still attached. The average person has anywhere from 700 to 3,400 digital cords still active, especially if they're active on social media. Why do you think the system introduced this to us? So let's get into it. So to start, a digital cord is an energetic thread formed through interaction, likes, comments, stalking, sending energy. They don't require permission, just attention. Digital cords are sneaky because they masquerade as curiosity, admiration, and sometimes even healing. They can form by watching videos of someone you once loved, following people out of habit, consuming spiritual content that mimics or distorts truth, aka 99% of the stuff you're seeing, feeling energetically entangled with teachers, exes, or even random creators. You don't have to meet someone in person for a soul thread to tangle. Symptoms of an active digital cord: intrusive thoughts or random memories that aren't yours, emotionally reacting to someone else's content or life choices, feeling confused after scrolling or a sudden drop in mood, energetic mimicry or picking up speech patterns, styles, or desires. These trends that go around on TikTok and social media, it's a mimicry. The fourth dimension parasites that I talk about, they only have a way in when you have cords open. That's what they latch onto. That's how they access you and your thoughts and your energy and make it feel like you when it's not. By watching this video, you're now agreeing to a full sweep of all digital cords across timelines, platforms, and lifetimes. If you feel inclined, repeat after me. If not, just let this play. It'll do more than you could ever imagine. I call back every ounce of my energy from past partners, false teachers, online creators, spiritual mimics, and projections I didn't consent to. I cut every cord that drains, distracts, or distorts me. My field is mine. My essence is mine. My light is sovereign, and I only align with what serves my highest timeline. My name is Avery Lorimer, last daughter of Isis. The override is complete. The flame is sovereign. The cords are now cut. You are now free. You are now sealed. You are now whole. Welcome back to your power. Sorry, my light died. Feel free to comment if you want me to scan how many cords just got cleared off of you and how many are still left. I can tell you whether they're ancestral, personal, that kind of thing. I love using my gifts to help those who want to see under the surface. Also, if you're ready to dive deeper and clear what's still echoing in your womb, your name, your nervous system, you know where to find me. I was born for this.